This is Praveen. Uh, myself from Chennai. So I'm coming like I'm part of ServiceNow past 5 years. So initially I've started with the SAM module and asset management. So after that I had an interest in ITOM. So involved in CMDB discovery and service mapping. So I'm working as a BAU as a daily operations in my current project. So I'm here to learn the troubleshooting ways, different troubleshootings in discovery and service mapping kind of things. That's why I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Divya?
Myself is Divya. I have around 3 years of work experience on ITSM core modules. So from this course, I'm expecting like in-depth knowledge of service mapping and CMDB modules.
Okay. Prashant?
Okay, so my name is Prashant. I have 14 years of experience in monitoring tools. I would like to upskill in ServiceNow ITOM. So mainly I want to learn about new concepts in ITOM like operational intelligence, CMDB integrations, cloud management, CMDB data governance, or any scripting use cases with CMDB. I just refer to the topics on your website. I just wanted to confirm that are you covering all of those, or is it going to be just a beginner kind of course? Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Anmol? Sai? Mohit?
Hello everyone. Myself Mohit Singh, and I have total 6 years of experience with ITSM, CMDB, ITAM, CSM, Service Portal, Custom Application, and Integration. Right. I started my career with TCS, then I moved to Visa, and currently I work for ServiceNow. So what I'm expecting from this call is I wanted to get exposure of discovery, right? So that is what I'm looking from this call.
Okay. Anvita? I think I have. Okay. Faizan? Bashir. Amar?
Yeah, hi, Anke, hi, Anika.
Hi, Faizan.
Basically, my name is Urfina, so this
Okay.
is another's no log this account.
Okay.
So yeah, basically, I'm new to service now. I have some basic experience in ITSM and some administration modules. Uh, so here I got this somewhere from LinkedIn. So I thought of joining to see other modules. I'm right now on a journey to no implementation specialist in ITSM. Let's see what this call will help me with going more in service now.
Okay. Amar? Okay. Sai? Okay. So coming to the questions, first of all, I'm covering here discovery. how to implement discovery from scratch. Everything will be from scratch. Troubleshooting discovery. Okay, so discovery, all the topics will be there, like discovery, what are mid servers, how to install mid server, the client infrastructure. Then let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, your screen is on.
Okay,
Yes.
so before I start anything, let me give you a brief overview. Um, even though I started my journey as a technical trainer, but right now I'm currently working as a consultant come architect in MNC, in an MNC, and I'm actually working on this discovery, CMDB, and service mapping. So whatever I have encountered so far, technically in the real time, whatever I can show you up, I will show you in this course. Obviously, there are few things that I cannot show you in the dev instance or demo instance, you can say. So what I can do is I will take up those screenshots from the client infrastructure, because obviously I cannot show you up the client infrastructure because there will be a compliance issue. So I will take up the screenshot. See, these are the errors that I have I have got, and how I resolve those issues or how I fix those things, I will be showing up step by step. Okay, this is the first thing. Secondly, this course is not a theoretical course. So it is whatever you will see here, course content, everything I will show you up practically. So unlike other trainers where they provide notes, because wherever you go for interviews or you work practically, nobody will ask for theory. Whatever you know, basic thing you should know. And if you still require any kind of theory, you should go to the ServiceNow documentation page, which is their official website. I think most of you people are from ServiceNow ITSM. You must be knowing. So what kind of questions you will get in the interviews in the real time, when if you are working on ITOM project, how you will get, I mean, how you will implement, that is the first thing. From scratch, I will explain you what are the best practices we use while implementing discovery for the customer for the very first time. So there are two type of things, two type of jobs you can get in discovery, especially in discovery and CMDB. First is implementation specialist. Implementation specialist means you are hired by the client to implement discovery in their infrastructure for the very first time. Okay, so what are the best practices, how we proceed with that, what are the things you should ask from the clients, I will explain everything and I will show you up in the real time also. Second job requirement is CMDB specialist. Now, CMDB specialist is the person who should know discovery. Now, where this role comes up, suppose what happens most of the time, the team or the company who has implemented the discovery for the client for the first time, they have done in a wrong manner, or discovery, whatever they have implemented the discovery, that is not working. And CMDB is full with errors. It is full with duplicates. There are stale records. They are it is not working. In that case also, they will hire a CMDB specialist, and expectation is that person should know the discovery process as a whole. So you have to fix the errors that is coming up. That can be starting from the mid server, why mid server is not working, why we are getting this error, getting in the root cause of the error and troubleshooting each and everything. So two type of roles I will cover up, because I have worked on the project where I have implemented the ServiceNow discovery. And secondly, right now I'm working on a project where I am troubleshooting the errors. Just give me 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. I'm sorry for the disturbance. Okay. So here you can see. So starting from the discovery, how what is mid server, how we can install the mid server in the client infrastructure, what are the prerequisite to install the mid server. I will cover this thing. How we can run the discovery, what are the best practices, how we can implement discovery schedule, what are the credentials, what are the credentials involved, and how we can set up the credentials in the client infrastructure. I will take up this topic. These are all things I will take up practical. Conceptually, I will explain you the topic, but most of the things will be practically. Behavior also. Behavior is something like, suppose if they have a limitation of installing the mid server, then one mid server can do multiple discovery. I mean, multiple port discovery. For that, we use behavior. Then we have phases, probes, and classifications. This I will cover up all the phases. What are the different phases of discovery and what is the expected result from each and every phase? How you will troubleshoot if you get any error. So for each and every phase, what are the different types of error we get and how to troubleshoot and how to communicate with the client. See, CMDB job is basically a governance job. Mostly we have to do client communication. So if you get stuck in few things, you get stuck in some error. Suppose there is a credential error. Okay, you get an error that you could not classify or or it is showing up any credential error. Then you have to communicate with the client that it can be a firewall issue or it can be the credential that client has provided you that is not working. So this type of things you need to communicate with the client. So how to set up client communication, all the things I will explain you in the class. Then I will, sorry. Then I will also explain you how to do your, application discovery. There I will explain you the patterns, how we can create a custom pattern, how we can do the, how we can create a custom pattern. This is the main thing, and how we can do the application discovery. Now, application discovery means those software applications, numerous software applications which are working in which are parallelly working in our system or which are installed in our system. You need to discover them also. So how we discover them, what is the process, practically we will see. Then your CMDB. So in CMDB, I will start from scratch. What is CMDB? What are CI? How we can create CI manually? How we can import CI from Excel? Then Excel or any other third party, I will use Postman. Then what is CMDB class manager? How we can set up relationship between CI using how we can set up relationship, then what is dependency view, then how we can use reporting. I mean, suppose you want to get report about, for example, how many CI are dependent on the services. So you want that type of report. Earlier, we used to go to report and widget, and there we write the query and there we get the result and then we email them. That is the traditional process we used to follow. But nowadays we use CMDB query builder, which is much more robust and it is user friendly. So how we can use that for reporting purpose, CMDB query builder. Then after that, CMDB health, which is extremely important for those who are who are hired for troubleshooting, for clearing up the duplicates and other things. So I will cover up that. CMDB reconciliation and identification rules. I mean, your database, CMDB is what? It's actually a database. So your database should not be with any errors, should not be with any duplicates. For that, we run identification rules. Now, how we set up identification rule in the client infrastructure, what are the things which is required from the client, those things I will cover up. Reconciliation rules are basically um, if there are multiple data sources. For example, ideally we should use discovery, okay, to populate CMDB, which is the best practice provided by ServiceNow. But sometimes is also having Jira or maybe SCCM, Intune, or maybe they are traditionally using Excel also. So these are the different data sources. Now we have to ask client which data source they trust more for which fields. This type of setup we use reconciliation rule. Okay. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Yanika, this is totally is a discovery and CMDB, correct?
No, no, see, list is going on. I'm just
Okay.
explaining.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will also
So,
explain. Yes, yes.
so if you are so if CMDB health means you'll be teaching us how to configure the CMDB health dashboard, right?
Yes, CMDB health dashboard. What are the different metrics? I will cover everything.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I'm just giving you high level overview. What are the topics I will cover? And as I told you, all these topics will be covered practically. Okay.
Um, Hi, I have a question as well. How much previous background is needed? I mean, what is the prerequisite of the course? Since I don't have a lot of
I will come to
information.
that. I will come to that topic once I complete the list.
All right, thank
Let
you
me
so
explain
much.
what are the things I'm covering. Then I will come to that. Okay. Then we have cluster also. Cluster is like grouping up of mid servers. So how we create cluster, how cluster is used in real-time scenario, because in the real-time scenario we use cluster only. Okay, so I will cover up those topics, each and everything. Then CMDB health I mentioned. Then we come to the third topic, which is the event management. Event management, what are events, what are alerts, how events are converted into alerts, how we can ignore events, because not all the events are converted into alerts. Um, in IT and context, we have incident, right? All of you know about incident?
Yes, Yanika.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Anything which is broken or which is not working in ITSM domain, like your laptop not working, your mouse is not working for employees generally, you can say it is an incident. I'm just considering that scenario. For ITOM perspective, it is an event. Now, ServiceNow is not a event monitoring tool. We have different event monitoring tool, like we have Sapphire, we have Zabbix, we have HP. These are different event monitoring tool. Somebody from your group also told me they are working on some monitoring tool, right? I think I forgot the name. Someone is working on in some monitoring tool. Okay, so ServiceNow is a event management tool. Management means it will not capture event. Events are captured by event monitoring tool, the tools that I have mentioned right now. Now, these tools, through integration, they send these events to ServiceNow, because ServiceNow is a event management tool. Once events come into the event table, then they decide through event management rules whether to ignore these events or to convert them into alerts. We can ignore the events, but we cannot ignore the alerts. Okay. So how we can set up event management rules, that I will cover up. Then, excuse me, what is an alert? Once it is converted into alert, you can classify the alert. It is a primary alert, secondary alert, like this. Those things I will cover up. Then once it is converted into alert, you have to remediate. Now there are two ways to remediate that. One, that is where ITOM and ITSM is leveraging into one platform, you can create an incident from alert. That is one way. And mostly in the organization, we follow this path. Second way is through orchestration. Now, orchestration means series of workflows, that is customer specific workflows, how they are remediating the alert in ITOM domain. This is something I'm not covering because I do not want to cover, or I do not want to give any false promise which I cannot show you practically. I haven't worked till now in my working experience. I haven't worked with the companies where they have orchestrated the alert. They mostly converted alert into incident and then they resolve it. Then entirely your ITSM workflow will follow. Okay. Then event management dashboard, how once the event are, popped up, how alert operator will remediate the things, those type of things. Then we have, I will cover up service mapping, though it is not mentioned here, but I will cover up service mapping. Before service mapping, I will also cover CSDM because CSDM is a logical approach to perform service mapping. Service mapping is entirely practical thing and CSDM is a logical approach. Now for CSDM, for different classes, as we know, everything in ServiceNow is in the form of a table and records, right? All of you must be knowing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
table
Yeah.
classes, right? So all the classes must be having owner, managed by, owned by, those type of things. Now CSDM services, it heavily relies on services. So all the business services, in the incident table, you must be seen one services reference field, right? So how services are related to change, how services, this is the application basically. And to do that application, I mean, how to correlate incident, problem, change, or any other module with business services or technical services, we need CSDM. Now, whenever we talk about CSDM, we have different classes and different classes should have owned by, managed by at least someone who should be responsible for answering our questions. That is your logical thing, is your CSDM. That is mostly done on, tables. Now, after that, we have a topic called service mapping. Once for service mapping, it is mandatory that discovery should be run. Okay. The discovery that I was talking about, that is horizontal discovery. Service mapping is your, sorry. Service mapping is your top-down discovery. Now, to segregate all the CI that you have discovered with their services, that is your service mapping. For example, there is a company called ABC, okay? ABC Group. Now, this ABC Group has 3 domain, ABC Power, ABC Infotech, and ABC Steel, okay? Are you guys with me so far? Use case?
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Yes.
Okay. Now, horizontal discovery that we have discussed previously, it will discover all the devices, irrespective whether it is from ABC Power or ABC Steel, it will discover everything. But service mapping will segregate the services, segregate the CI based on services. For example, for ABC Power, only those CI that includes your server and standalone devices also. Only those CI will be selected that belongs to ABC Power. ABC, your Infotech, it will include all those CI that belongs to ABC Infotech. So this segregation that we are doing, it is done with the help of service mapping. So as the name suggests, mapping of the services on the CI. So not only we are mapping the services, we are also maintaining a relationship. So those things I will explain practically. This is what this training is composed of. Any questions?
Yeah, you mentioned about things like cloud management, operational intelligence.
Cloud discovery, I will explain, but not
Okay.
cloud governance. This is cloud governance is a different module.
Okay. And other integrations with CMDB, like integration hub, ETL,
See,
service map,
integration, to be honest with you, not only me, nobody will explain you because see, what is integration? You are getting the data from third party, right?
correct. Correct.
For that, I should get a free account in the third party, right?
Correct.
So only Postman is a free API from where I can show the integration. For all the other APIs, that is chargeable.
Okay.
Are you getting me? From my client
Yeah.
infrastructure, I can show you, but I cannot show you in the dev instance. So I'm not promising something that I cannot do. And not only me, nobody can show you in the dev instance because otherwise that training, they need to be some company. How they will show you, integration.
Yeah, understood.
But yes, I will share with you some documents that how that I have done in my workshop because I also started my career from zero. So during that time, I also did some workshop. So at that time, I created some document how to integrate or how to pull up the data. Mostly integration is required for event management. So how to pull up the records from SCCM or how to pull up the events from JAMF or how to pull up the records from Sapphire like that. So I have few documents where step by step everything is there. So you can go through those documents and implement in your client infrastructure.
I have one question, Ayanika. Are you going to pull the server details and all?
Are you? Sorry, your voice is a little bit.
Yeah. Are you going to pull the server details and application details from the server and showcase to us like this is how the discovery pulls the data?
Everything. Yeah, it is
Okay.
practical.
Hmm.
Whatever I have
Yeah,
shown you in the Excel sheet, whatever I have explained you, everything I will show you up practically. So it is 95% practical topic, 5% it will be conceptual. Only those things that you should know, only those things I will cover up that is asked during interviews. How you will answer the interview, those things I will cover up.
Everything will be showing in a layman model, right? Hello?
Yes, yes.
That topics, everything in the layman, right?
Layman and then means?
I mean, we want to from basic scratch and
Everything from scratch. I will start everything. I will take into consideration like you guys don't know anything about ITOM and I will start everything from scratch.
with real-time examples, right?
Real time, see, scenarios will be real time. But yes, sometimes it will be difficult for me to replicate the real time scenario because it is a dev instance, right? So what I will do in my client infrastructure, the errors that I have encountered, I will take the screenshot and then I will explain to you. Because you tell me how I will show you the replica of the client infrastructure. I'm not a company, right? Are you getting me?
Yeah, but we have to work on the in real time with this course. So
Real
for that
time.
I'm asking.
As I told you, real time I am working with clients. So whatever the error I have faced still in my journey, I will share with you those screenshots. I'm telling you now, I will share with you those screenshots. What are the steps I have taken to resolve? I will explain everything. But in dev instance, to show real time what client see, here I can discover only my IP address or my device. This is a single IP. But in the client infrastructure, you will have hundreds of IP address. Now, tell me one thing. They have host machine where mid server is installed. So they have hundreds of IP address. How I can show this same thing in my dev instance? Is it possible, do you think? So I will take the screenshot from there and I will show you up in the, if we have any WhatsApp group or something, I will resolve that issue. That, see, this is the error I have faced in the client infrastructure, which is a real time, obviously. And what are the steps I have taken? I will show you up. Did I answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions or shall I move to
Question?
prerequisite? Yes. Yes, please.
Nainika, how many days course duration in timing, class timings?
You can discuss that thing with Snow Lab, class duration and class timing. They will tell. First, I will start with the discovery. Then it will be CMDB. Then it will be event management. Then it will be CSDM come service mapping. So at the end, it will be service mapping because before service mapping, you should know discovery. Okay, and before CMDB, you should know discovery. That's why first I'm taking up the discovery topic.
So on the discovery, are you covering cloud discovery as well?
Yes, cloud discovery I'm covering up, but there is one catch. See, cloud discovery to create an account in Azure. This I will not cover up because it is not free. But yes, how to see to create our work is there will be someone in the client infrastructure. When you will be working as an ITOM specialist, there will be someone in the client infrastructure who is a Azure or AWS specialist. Okay, that person will provide you client ID and client secret and subscription ID. So it is not your task to create that. Now, once they provide you client ID and client secret, how will you proceed with the things that I will show you up? Because obviously this is our this is not a cloud device, right? Mine is a uh, infrastructure device laptop. So I will show you up how I did in the real time with the client, how we can create the client, subscription, how we can get all the things that I will cover up. Yeah.
Some information like managed by or supported by groups in CMDB for CIs. They are not fetched via discovery. They write some scripts to update them. Correct. So
Which
are you
one?
going to
Sorry.
cover that?
Which can you repeat? Can you
In
repeat?
to update some information on CI like managed by group or support by group. Okay, this information we don't get from discovery, right?
Okay. Yes.
They use scripts to update them. Correct. So are you going to cover?
Not only
Okay.
scripts. See,
Okay.
if you want script to get that information, I can get it from you. That is coming from Glide Record only. They're not writing any other script. ITOM do not support any other script. You go to the background script, you just enter the table name, just write the background script. Yes, if you require script to fetch that, I can help you with that. That is pure ITSM.
Okay. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean,
On
CMDB
the
role will
event
not
side,
perform that, right?
Please, one by one, please. Please raise your hand. I will ask you one by one. Yes, Manish.
yep. On the same on the event side, I want to know you will be covering the event correlation, event binding. This will be part of session, right?
Yes, event correlation rule. Yes,
Okay.
I'm covering that.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes, somebody else also asked question. Shall I start with the prerequisite if there are no questions?
Is this batch actually weekdays or weekends?
Please connect with Snow Lab for this. They will confirm. Any other technical questions related to the course?
So integration with Azure ecosystem is possible.
Integration is not possible. I cannot show you up how I can create a record in SCCM or Intune. These are not free.
What about orchestration? Orchestration.
Orchestration I'm not covering. I told you also. Orchestration I'm not covering because orchestration I haven't worked with any of the organization till now in my 7-year, 8-year CMDB experience. Mostly people remediate the alerts using incident. So I don't have idea because orchestration is very specific to organization. These are custom workflows which are created by companies itself. So there is no recommended one. Now, if any company, how they will resolve any alert, they have their own custom workflows. The orchestration is all about workflows. Workflows that you have studied in ITSM, same thing. So nowadays, orchestration is not supported because workflows are not supported. So people are moving to like they are remediating alert into incident to resolve them. Any
Okay.
other questions? Okay. Shall I proceed with prerequisites?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So as you know, this is prerequisite of this training is expected is you should know networking concepts like TCP, IP, OSI model. You should know. You should have a idea about it. I'm not saying detailed, but yes, idea. You should know networking concepts like what are ports, then what are classes. We have different classes, A, B, C. You should know this concept. I'm not asking you to get a detailed view, but yes, you should know the fundamental idea before coming to this session. Though I will also explain, but you should know. You should know the concept of subnetting also. How from subnets, starting IP and ending IP is created. You should know that topic. Because sometimes when you ask your client to provide the IP range, they provide you subnets. Now, how will you convert subnet into starting IP and ending IP? So you should know. Though we have tool also, but you should know also conceptually how we can do. So yeah, these are the things you should know, which are prerequisites. I will cover it up. I'm not saying I will not cover. I will cover it up, but it is advisable that you should know these topics. It will be easy for you to understand quickly. Because course is huge, so I don't want to invest uh, one day on subnetting and class concepts. So I will give you an overview. I will give you practically also, but it is it is a prerequisite basically. And this prerequisite we give to corporate training also. Whenever I take up corporate training, there also I give this prerequisite. Should go on. Any questions so far?
Apart from this training work, will you provide us this documentation and the running doc notes and all?
As I said, what are the interview questions which are asked, I will share with you.